Hey, I'm Tori,
And I'm Delaney.
and we're back. We know we said we would be back in a week, but we got bored, so we did it the next day. So anyways, first thing we're going to do is a little tips on girls for guys. So, yeah. Anyways, why don't you tell them some tips on guys? On girls for guys.
First, you don't say I love you the second day that you're going out with a girl. I mean, it's just
It's
wrong.
good. It's good to wait like maybe 3 or 4 weeks or a month, unless you really know her, because then she'll just think that you're weird.
Yeah.
Anyways.
And you don't sit there and go, I know you think they love to hear you say, oh, you're beautiful, you're the most beautiful girl in the world. But
they're just thinking that you're trying to make them sound good about themselves.
Yeah,
well,
and
they don't like that. They think it's aggravating.
You haven't seen everybody in the whole world, so maybe there might be a girl prettier than the one you're going out with. Even though you might think that, you might not actually mean it.
Because that does not make them feel any better. You're just trying to make them feel like they're beautiful, but they're not. Well, most girls are. I'm not saying that girls are beautiful, but anyways,
And when a girl walks away from you, you don't just sit there and be like, oh, what am I supposed to do? Do I just stand here?
You're supposed to go to her, pull her aside, sit down with her, and see what's wrong with her. Not just like, be like, oh, I'm just going to let her be, let her cool off. Unless she needs to cool off, but you have to go to her and ask her. What are you making fun of me for? I ain't doing nothing.
No, it's just funny.
You know what's funny? Say you sing in the shower. No, she doesn't. I'm just trying to mess with her. She's my pal. Well,
I can't do it.
She loves her Sprite because she got them braces. She got them on June 1st. So
June 1.
June 1, I'm sorry, June 1. And now she has to drink clear sodas or water or juice. Or anything that does not have dark soda drinks. Yeah, pretty much.
Anyway, sorry to get off the topic.
Yeah, anyways, about tips on girls for guys. What else is there? Oh, a girl loves when you text them in the morning, even though they're asleep, is saying, good morning, did you sleep well, or something like that, to make them feel like you care. And it's always good to, like, if you're talking on the phone, and if y'all fall asleep, y'all stay on the phone with each other.
I'll be quiet.
You've done it twice. I've done it 0 times because they always have to get off the phone. Retarded. So, like, y'all are so ghetto. Y'all stay up till like 5 o'clock in the morning, but yet y'all can't stay on the phone? Anyways.
Okay, anyways.
Wow, we're totally brain dead, even though we're girls and we should think what guys shouldn't do and should do. Oh, and girls hate it. While you're going out with them, they hate it when you look at other girls.
Now, you can do it when, like, you don't sit there in front of them and go and just, like, look at another girl. You don't do that. You have respect.
Yeah, totally.
You have to have respect for your girlfriend and be like, I'm not going to look at her, and either look at your girlfriend or look down. You don't sit there. You don't sit there and just stare at another girl, okay? And
you don't just stare at her and start smiling like, ooh, she has a nicer body than you.
Yeah, and you don't, like, when you're not around them, yeah, you can, like, glance at other people or girls. Girls. You don't sit there when you're not with them, you don't just stare at other girls. You can glance at them. But that's all.
Anyways, on to our next little thing. Sorry to cut you short. But if you want to know anything else about tips on girls, guys, you just comment and ask us, like, what's happening in your relationship, and ask us questions like what you should do, and we'll try and answer as much as we can. Anyways, now we are going to tell you some jokes, ask you some questions. I forgot the questions. Okay. Let's do a little bit of jokes, I think, that are funny. So funny. And if you don't get it, we'll tell you. Okay?
And we're not trying to be mean to
Blondes.
anybody or blondes or anything.
Because we're blondes ourselves.
Even though
we're
we
not
don't look
blonde,
like it, but
were
we
born
used to be
blondes,
blondes and all
and
that.
we have blonde moments, and we're stupid.
Yeah.
We even admit it, we're stupid. You should see my grades. Wait, her grades? I don't think
Wait.
she's a blonde.
Devin.
I'm sorry for the cut. Anyways. So, we're gonna do some funny jokes.
Ow.
Don't want to know that. Anyways,
It
a
is.
very homely person made an appointment with a psychiatrist. The homely person walked into the doctor's office and said, "Doctor, I'm so oppressed and lonely. I don't have any friends. No one will come near me, and everybody laughs at me. Can you help me accept my ugliness?" "I'm sure I can," the psychiatrist replied. "Just go over and lie face down on the couch."
Hi.
Now, you tell them what it, if they don't understand.
It means the girl was so ugly that the doctor said, go face down in the couch and no one will see your ugly face.
Yeah.
So, just checking, is it okay to upload the picture of her sleeping on the couch, looking all funny?
No.
You can't see my face.
Yeah, but we're in the middle of something. Anyways.
I'm that little voice in the back of your head.
Okay.
Gosh. Anyways. Next is, two blondes were driving along a road by a wheat field when they saw a blonde in the middle of the field rowing a rowboat. The driver blonde turned to her friend and said, "You know, it's blondes like that gives us a bad name." To this, the other blonde replies, "I know it, and if I knew how to swim, I'd go out there and drown her." Anyways,
You
Night.
explained it that time.
for all you that don't understand, they're in a wheat field, and the wheat field is in water, and the other blonde is trying to say that she's gonna go drown her in the wheat field, but not in the water. But yeah. So, next is, three blondes are attempting to change a light bulb. One of them decides to call 911. The blonde says, "We need help. We're three blondes changing a light bulb." The, hang on. Wait 1 second. 911 says, "You put a fresh bulb in?" The blonde says, "Yes." The 911 says, "The power in the house is on." The blonde says, "Of course." Then 911 says, "And the switch is on?" The blonde says, "Yes. Yes, it is." Then 911 says, "And the bulb still won't light up." The blonde says, "No, it's working fine." 911 says, then what's the problem? The blonde says, we got dizzy spinning the ladder around and we fell and hurt ourselves. Yeah. Sorry for the stuttering and the interruption of the voice in the back of my head. But tell them
that means the blondes are retarded and they spin the ladder around to spin on the light bulb, from what I think that is.
Well, that's exactly what it is. That's what it's telling us. That basically they're calling 911 because of what's happening while they're screwing in the new light bulb. So, yeah. Shh. Anyway, sorry for the interruption in the back of my head again. Oh my gosh. Anyways. Next, we're going to ask some questions. Anyways, what are you doing? Okay. I'd like to ask a question.
Well, it's not a question, it's a brain buster.
No, not the brain buster question. I'd like to know a question. Why do guys have to be such players? I'd like to know that one question. Just curious. Doesn't mean that, I don't know.
Doesn't mean that she thinks all guys are players.
It's just some guys are players, and I'm just curious why they do it.
Hold on, I will be right back.
Yeah, she'll be right back. Anyways, another question that I would like to know about guys is, what's that question? Why do guys cheat on other girls? Why don't they just tell them that they think that they should see some other people? And wait one moment. My person next to me? Listen. What? Anyways, sorry for the interruption. That's all the questions I have. Now maybe DeloniBaloni would like to ask some questions. Maybe you would like to ask some questions. Now, put your hair up. Sorry to ask, but I had to ask that. Now, maybe my friend Al would like to ask a question. Delaney, what would you like to ask? Oh my god. Let's see what you think it looks like. It's a keyboard. It's exactly what it looks like. Sorry. It's my first time having our own web show. We gotta laugh too. Have you ever felt like that where you had to laugh at your own web show? Or whatever the freak this thing is called, YouTube? Why do they call it YouTube? That's another question I'd like to ask. I mean, what does YouTube mean? That you're viewing your tube?
Okay.
But seriously, I'm serious. It's like, am I viewing your tube? Oh, that's Anyways. Okay. Now, moving on. Okay. Oh, what is this thing. What are we using?